kind of basic things. And whenever you get a new ball, if you get one in and it looks just like this, it's just been rolled up in the bubble wrap and in the packaging, you know, that's a tight roll. And so one of the things you want to do when you get it is you want to kind of pull your seams out, you know. And I did that right here on this bag. I've already taken the time to sit there and kind of roll the seams out, make sure that, you know, the bag is just kind of in a relaxed, loose position. One of the things that you have to remember about this bag is that the bladder is not glued in place. Okay, so the bottom of this, when you're moving this around, you would think that it should always air up in a spot that would be a good spot, but it doesn't always do it. Sometimes it kind of gets in a weird position as you're airing it up, and it'll kind of cause the bag to get funny. Now, I like to get my ball to where it's like this before I air it up, and I'll show you why. If I just air this one up without doing anything, I just let it air up, probably a pretty good chance if I just let it air up till it gets tight. I left the nozzle up high, so that means this ball, because this bladder is round, it looks like this. So now it's having to take the shape of the bladder, the leather up top, and it's squeezing it down to get into this shape. Okay, this is one reason why I personally see right there tight, 4.4 psi. I could probably drop it down a little bit, but that's a tight ball for everything to be tight. Now see this seam right here and this seam right here, I'm not a real fan of. This one, not so bad. This one, this one's really nice. This one's nice. The reason why I don't like these, and now we gotta let some air out, is because what happened was I didn't adjust the seams. I just let it air up. So what you do when you do that, if you do that, let the air out. See, I like to, that was 4.4 psi to get the whole ball nice and tight. Stop right there. That's about half. Now, I personally like to let the bladder slip down into the ball because I like it. Look at that. So we're going to go to about the rivets. Okay. One of the other things I'm going to do while it's deflated, like, kind of roll the seams out a little bit. I know they're expensive balls, right? They are, but they are like a Ferrari. You drive them different than you drive a Honda. I'm just telling you, different maintenance is required. Same as driving a Ducati. Kind of get this thing in here. Now I'm going to air up the other ball after I've already done what I do to it. All right. I could probably bring that up a little bit, but I'd have to take a little bit more air out. I just want to show that it's going to air up. Like, we're not even registering air pressure yet, and it's already around 2.1. Here we go, 2.6, 2.7 psi, 2.7 psi. Look at that. Look at that. Much better. And they always look like they have a little bit of sway in the neck, and that's because the zipper is pushing the leather back. So when you're bagging and centrifugal force is pulling on your ball, everything centers out. Everything winds up like this. So it is straight. Sometimes it just looks a little off, but drive this Ferrari and you're like, oh my gosh, yes, okay. So now this ball that, after I got it out of the packaging, I prepared it, got it all nice and ready. Just gonna air it up. I've already kind of rolled this out. Other thing that I can do is let it get about halfway up. You start feeling it. Pause it right there. Just roll your seams out. Just like that. Get back at it. 2.1, 2.9. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. See, there's tricks to all this stuff, you know, and I'm telling you, at 2.9 psi, it may seem soft, but your hands are going to thank you. Everyone in the house and the neighborhood's going to thank you, because it's not going to be quite so loud, and the ball's going to last longer. You're taking better care of your equipment. All right, so, you know, I hope this has helped explain some things of understanding why the ball can kind of get off center, but there's some little tricks you can do to just get it right back. And man, these things are awesome. Y'all have a great night.